Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of the Cars of Assetto Corsa. The venue for today's race is the 1966 version of Monza. Now, we do have the banking available on this circuit, but we won't be using it today, so it's just a fast blast round the oval. As you can see from this threatening sky, it is showery today, so expect some rain. My trusty steed for the day is this gorgeous Alfa Romeo 33 Stradala. Let me tell you a little bit about this car. It was released in 1967, has 230 brake horsepower, and is recognised as one of the most beautiful cars of all time. The car made its debut at the 1967 Turin Motor Show. Only 18 examples were ever built. The 33 Stradala was the first production car to feature dihedral doors, also known as butterfly doors. The Stradala also features windows which seamlessly curve upward into the roof of the vehicle. As a result of being built by hand, each model differs from the others for some details. The car takes 5.5 seconds to reach 60 miles an hour from a standing start and has a top speed of 160 miles an hour. So who are my opponents in this race today? Well, first off we have this Ferrari 250 GTO. Released in 1962, 300 brake horsepower. Next up we have the mighty Ford GT40, released in 1966 with 430 brake horsepower. Next on the grid, the Lamborghini Miura P400 SV, released in 1966, 385 brake horsepower. And lastly, we have the little Porsche 718 RS60 Spider, providing some mobile chicanes for us around the circuit. This car was released in 1960 and only has 150 brake horsepower. Okay, here we go. Back of the grid, 24 AI opponents, and I'm in 25th position. Lights are about to go. And we're off, and a bit of a slow start from some of the rear AI allows me to nip up, get a few places straight away. It's all looking quite busy here. Now this main view is shot from my VR perspective, so I've captured the VR footage from my Oculus Rift S. Oh, got onto the grass there. Okay, I managed to clear a little clump of cars there, and you can see it's raining round this side of the circuit, so the wipers are set to automatic, so they'll just come on if it's raining. And what's great about this new custom shaders patch and sol is you can have weather on one side of the circuit with rain, and it can be clear on the other side of the circuit. And I'm running it with the latest pure post-processing filter, which has got these lovely high-resolution skyboxes, so the sky just looks fantastic. So as I say, there's a VR view and a little picture-in-picture in the top left, which I have captured from various angles. So it just gives you a bit of a different perspective as we're going around here. So the wipers on again, the rain's coming down. Stunning to look at for a game which is basically 10 years old now. It just looks so different with all the mods applied to it that all these fantastic, clever people do and release for us sim racers in Assetto Corsa. So I've got a couple of Lambos up ahead here, another little gaggle of cars. See how the skies are quite dark around this side of the circuit, and the interior of the car is kind of covered up with shadows, but once we get onto the start-finish straight, you'll see the sun streaming in there. Is that Ferrari kicking up some dirt ahead of me? See if I can outbrake him into this corner. Yep. Still raining around here, but it definitely is a little bit brighter. You can see the interior of the car a bit better. This is such a great recreation of 1966 Monza. I will do some races here in appropriate cars using the banking, which is absolutely spectacular to watch, and great in VR, I have to say. I mean, with all these mods and the way it looks and the way it drives, the force feedback is just fantastic on my T300 wheelbase and my SF1000 wheel. And with all the mods applied, I kind of prefer driving this to a lot of the modern sims. Like, you know, I do like Automobilista 2, and I do like ACC, but it doesn't give me that visceral driving feeling that I get from this. I find ACC just a little bit sterile. Okay, so we're up into 6th place. I do have that place marker at the bottom there. I think I might try and use a different one for any future VR videos. Something that's a bit easier for you, the viewer, to see and keep track of. I'll slip back to 7th now. As that Ford powers past me on the straight. Raindrops getting forced up the windscreen by the wind. As ever, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you liked this video and what your thoughts are on Assetto Corsa nowadays as a 10-year-old sim, albeit brought up to modern standards with the mods, whether you prefer it to some of the modern sims that are out there. It's certainly going to keep a place on my hard drive for the foreseeable future. This is a great straight to power down. You can make up quite a bit of time with your braking here, but you can also end up in the kitty litter quite easily as well. So we're down in 8th place now, and I'm pretty sure this is lap 5. Such a great sensation of speed with these trees on either side, creates a real tunnel effect. Okay, so we're coming up onto the last lap. Let's see if we can make up a few more places from P8. Oh, nice, there's a couple anyway. Power past this Ford, although I have a feeling he will come back at me on the straight. Yep, there he goes. Spitting fire out the exhausts. Yeah, I think the Ford and the Ferrari just have the legs on this Alfa in this 6-lap race, so some places I could just get in front of this Ford, but he seems to make up the ground on the straights. There's a couple of slow ones up ahead here. What's happening up here? Oh, chances. Oh, it's a slow Porsche getting in the way. There we go. Another couple of places. This Ford coming back at me. And here we go. I think I finished 6th at the end. What I'll do is I'll put the full replay that I've had in the top left. I'll put that on right after this with no commentary if you want to watch that. Okay folks, as promised, here's the full replay from different camera angles. If you've enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave a little thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel. See you for the next one.